welcome to the Darkest Hour. My name is Primus Crime, and today we are looking at Assassin's Creed Unity. Now, this is not the first time that I've played Assassin's Creed Unity, as I put it on the day it came out, and wanted to bring you a genuine first impressions of it. However, when you start the game, and you're going to see this in a second because I've had to delete my save file, and it took me a while to figure out how to do that, or where to find it, you can't go back, you can't start a new game. All you can do is start it, and that's it. You just got to keep going. So, in order to bring you this, I had to go into offline mode on Uplay, and then find my saves and delete my saves, because it automatically stores to the cloud. So as soon as I get back online on Uplay, it'll automatically restore my save, which is a good thing and a bad thing. But for the purposes of today, I wanted to bring you the game from the beginning. So let's go.
The past is not lost. The past lives inside us. Encoded in the double helix are the experiences of our ancestors. After 3 decades of research, our engineers have forged the cutting edge of biotechnological interfaces. We have unlocked the lives of our forebears. We have opened a window into the past. This is Total Immersion Entertainment. With the press of a button, you will experience the most pivotal moments in history. All from the comfort of home. Welcome to Helix, where the past is your playground.
Okay then, so that is what happens when you start the game. You don't get a main menu, you don't get to figure out options, you don't get anything, you just get press start and it takes you to that. Basically what you're doing is playing in a simulation. I believe that there's not much of the walk around the outside the Animus. This whole game is in the Animus. I believe. I've only played a little bit of it. But this is what you are introduced to at the beginning. Now, I don't know whether you can eventually unlock these, it says locked, or whether this is just supposed to be you playing the person that's playing the simulation. And whether you can like unlock these at another time, whether these become DLC or what, I've no idea. But look, this is like Assassin's Creed 3, this looks like Liberation. Obviously there's Assassin's Creed 4, Ezio, Altair. It does, whether these are the ones to come or what, I don't know. There was word of these Emperor's Shadows, which I am looking forward to seeing, but who knows what this is about. Anyway, they're all locked except for this one. This is the only option you have, the Tragedy of Jacques de Molay. So let's do that.
Last of the heroic Knights Templar, Jacques de Molay was a man of principle, a towering intellect, betrayed by those he trusted. In this episode of Fallen Heroes, experience Jacques de Molay's final tragic hours through the eyes of one of his closest friends and advisors.
Okay, so as this is all you get. You start the game, no options menu. We'll have to look at the options menu midway through the game when we find it. But I think it's going to default to most of it pretty high anyway, so it should be alright.
Who goes there?
A friend of the temple.
Fluarak. The Council's message was absolute. You're not welcome here.
I must speak with the Grand Master.
He's in session. They all are. Another day, perhaps.
King Philip disagrees.
Damn you, man. Why you're not rotting in a cell at this moment, I cannot fathom.
The one thing I can say about Assassin's Creed In fact, pretty much all Ubisoft games in general, the voice acting, the motion capture, and the cutscenes are always of the highest quality of any
We
game.
are betrayed. Draw your swords, men. Defend the temple. Not you.
Considering,
I have a different task for you. Come with me.
considering we're all done in game engine anyway. Right, here we are, like, in the game. So, before we do anything, okay, this is the first chance you get to look at the options menu. Okay, so let's have a look. Game options. There's a lot here to look at as well. Blade effects. Why you would turn that shit off, I don't know. You've got languages, companion app. The point in this companion app, I don't know. Let me put my controller down so I can pick up my app and do something else, and then put it back down and pick my controller back up, or my mouse and keyboard, and continue with the game. The fuck is the point? I don't know. Please tell me if you use this app. Tell me if it's any good or not. Rift guides. I think this is actually something to do with the initiates, which is halfway between the companion app and the actual game, but we'll find out more about that in a little while. Join progress in silhouettes. Yeah, that's for co-op, so we want that on. Sound options. Pretty good. There's quite a bit to mess with here. You got music, sound effects, voice, language, subtitles language, and subtitles on or off. I actually got them off, but there you go. And everything's high quality as well. The sound is very good. The music's very good. You know, so everything's good there. HUD options. This is nice. You've got a lot of options for the HUD, and you got presets, and then you've got conflicts, shown or not, friend, widget. No idea about that. I think that's like pointing to where your friend is, because there's a lot of NPCs in this game. Minimap, mission log. You can turn all of these things off. Like, it's Ubisoft, so tutorials you might want to turn them off if you happen to do a new game, or even after a while. This game, like all Ubisoft games, continue to just tell you shit that you already know and already take for granted. But I suppose they've got to. They just have a real bad way of telling you. The tutorials in Ubisoft games are shit. So you might want to turn them off. But you need to learn how to play the game. So there you go. Updates, sure. Weapon indicator up here, and all of this goodness. Controls. I am playing on the controller, so this all does apply. And vibration, of course, you don't get mouse and keyboard vibration. I genuinely believe this game was created for a console, or at least a controller. Mouse and keyboard controls probably do work fine, but I don't think they're the best way to play this game. Honestly, I don't. But should you choose to, you can rebind all of your keys, which is very nice. However, I think this is a game for a controller, and that's the way I'm going to be playing it. Credits, you can restore defaults, and let's have a look at graphics. Now, I am going to do a separate video doing a benchmark and explaining where the problems, or where they need to optimize some of this graphics. But for the most part, you've got the regular stuff, the aspect ratio, the resolution, refresh rate, which is all relative to your system. Brightness, I'm going to turn that down to maybe there. Graphics quality is on custom, VSync is off, thank fuck for that. Stretching, I'm not sure what stretching does. Advanced graphics, ultra high, soft shadows. This is NVIDIA stuff. If you have GeForce Experience, you can optimize the game, and apparently optimization wants you to have wants you to have TXAA on, which is the highest that it goes to. However, if I was to put this on right now, you would see a serious frame drop from, at the moment it's running at 75 frames per second. Now, if I was to put that on, it would drop down to about 45. That's fucking ridiculous. 30 frame drop by putting AA on. I'll live without it. Honestly, I would. And there's the bloom. So we might put the stretching on. Where was that stretching? Not sure what that does, but we'll leave it on. And that is your graphics settings. And indeed, the settings menu. Pretty good settings menu, to be honest. Quite expansive and pretty much covers everything you need to do. So back to the game.
Assassins? I thought the Mongol Khans broke their power decades ago.
The assassins are far older than Nasir. Their anarchic delusions are virulent as the plague, less easily eradicated.
As you can see, like,
We will
game
not
looks
prevail
fucking
this
good
night,
anyway.
but if you make haste, we may yet save our order. What must I do? Go to the tower. Take the sword and the book. Hide them. They must not fall into the assassin's hands.
Grandmaster, I
Go!
will.
I'm not going to say that you can't notice a difference with AI on. It does look good with AI. What I'm going to do here, follow double low. Where is it? X to attack. I'll attack you. Not supposed to be around here. Yeah, so you can tell the difference with it on and off, and it does look slightly better, but even without it on, you can sometimes drop right down to about 55 frames per second. So with it on and a drop of like 30 frames, it's kind of like, is it worth it? Because in my opinion, look, the game looks fucking good anyway. Anyway, I've got to run up here. So go following me. You did as well. Can't climb a ladder though, can you? Well, can it? Is he coming up? When did he follow you up here? Anyway, he might do. Well, we gotta go. The control issues with this game are that you can sometimes have your character is slightly unresponsive, and by that I mean that you can tell it to do something. Right, you're going A to climb. You can tell it to do something, and it will just go overboard and do something that it hasn't told you to do. I might have it slightly dark, but it might be one monitor, so I'm just going to do this.
Stop it!
What else do we have in here? But yeah, game's gorgeous, as you can see. AA is not going to like stop this game from being gorgeous. It's fucking gorgeous.
The tower! They've breached the tower! They've taken the...
Reach the tower! Alright, I gotta chase this guy, so I'm gonna chase him and kill the assassin. One thing I do notice about this game, I think that the movement is slightly more sluggish. And I know you're not playing as the actual main character at the moment, but I do feel like the run is slower than previous runs in the Assassin's Creed game. What you're supposed to do here is follow him down into the smoke cloud and he jumps on you. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go all the way down to here and he's going to jump on us anyway as soon as we get down there. But he's hiding in that thing. He's hiding in there. Watch him come out at us now. See? What bullshit's that? That's where you learn to fight. B to parry. Parry is like pretty central to the fighting in this game. You have your attack, you have your block and parry, and then you have a roll away. And those are your free moves, really, what you've been doing the most. Unfortunately, when you do those, it tells you that you've got to do them. So attack, attack, attack. When you see him going yellow, you have to block. But now it wants you to dodge. So dodge is a nice little roll, like Dark Souls. The combat has gone very similar to Dark Souls. It's not as good or as complex or in depth or as skillful as Dark Souls, but it's gone more similar to that. That's sword's awesome. Okay, so the secrets of the Templars. This isn't your character. This is just a memory that you're playing. Oh dear. So the assassin always beats the Templar. Seven years later. Ban the witch.
Hear me? Before this year is out, you will answer for your crimes before God Almighty. And you, King Philip, no punishment is too heinous for the great evil you have inflicted upon the temple.
Whatever.
I curse you! Curse you to the 13th generation of your blood! You shall be cursed!
Consumed in flames of hunger and wrath, thus came the age of true wisdom to a blistering close. The Knights Templar, once the proud shepherds of order, peace, and illumination, were no more.
Yeah, let's get a sniffer running. If Abstergo pings us, pull me out. Okay. I have a visual. Hey there. This is probably disorienting, so I'll be brief. I'm Bishop, not my real name, obviously, but that's as much as you'll get today. Please listen carefully. Abstergo is using you, hijacking your neurons to help them sift through genetic memory data. These guys have their fingers in countless corporations, governments, media outlets, and NGOs. But now, they want control over history itself. If that doesn't frame you, it should. But we're here to stop them, and I need your help. Deacon, preload gene sequence AD16, B13, I87.
Yep, spooling it up.
Last week, we gained access to a bank of unsequenced memories in Abstergo's Helix servers. For now, we'd like you to experience a small sample. This should help you understand our struggle. And after that, you can decide for yourself what comes next. We'll be waiting.
Okay, in this game they've done away with the the outside of the Animus business, and that's about as close you get to it. You just get these little interruptions, as far as I've seen anyway. And I don't mind that. I never really used to like those parts. I just thought they took you away from this bit, which is the main game. But it does give it context, and I do understand why they're there. I just don't mind that they're gone.
Arno.
Can't I go with you, Father?
Courage, my boy. You wait just here. I will return when this hand reaches the top.
That's forever.
Not as long as all that. And when I get back, we'll see the fireworks. And Arno, no exploring, hmm?
Yes, Father.
Of course she's going to listen to that, isn't it? So that all the models, all the graphics, all the voice acting, all the motion capture, all excellent, right? Except for the hair. For some reason they did something weird with the hair that it just doesn't look right. Now I've said that, you check out the hair and see what you think. I just don't think it looks right. However, having said that about the hair, I certainly don't think it's enough to make it look bad. This game is fucking stunning. Look at it. I think it's probably one of the best looking games I've ever seen. The Assassin's Creed game always are. They always are, but this is by far the best looking one. It's fucking awesome. I'm coming, girl. I'm coming. What the hell are these people? I mean, look. Look at the detail. Careful where you're going. I'm running here, for fuck's sake.
Attrapez-les.
Where's they
I'm
come?
not helping it pick that up.
Quickly.
Wait for me, girl. I'm coming. Hello.
Bet you can't steal one.
But I can't steal an apple. This is where it tries to tell you about stealth and the new mechanics about. Well, I'll just let it explain itself. But it's pretty useful.
Thief!
Steal an apple.
Put that back!
Right. Break up a pursuer's line of sight to create a last known position. If he catches me, right, then I'll just have to do it again. So I'm going to leave this silhouette like in that picture up there, meaning that that's where he'll search. But if I can get away and like do a full circle almost, he'll just carry on looking in the same direction and I can sneak past him. That mechanic is used throughout the entire game, and it's pretty good. It's like Splinter Cell-esque. I like it. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, so he knows I've come from there. So as he goes and searches around there, where have I got to get to? Forget which way I've got to go. Speak to the girl. Where was she? She's over there. So I've got to distract the guard again. You can do it from either way. You can either approach the guard from here and get him to follow you and go around the corner, or you can do it the other way around.
You dare
do it from
disobey
here.
an officer of the peace?
Whatever. And they fall for it every time. Every time.
Through here.
Did you see their faces when we stole those apples?
I'm Arno.
Elise.
I'm here with my father.
So am I. He has important business with the king.
What should we do now?
Shh. Listen. Don't worry, they'll never think to look for us in here.
Sure about that?
It was my fault. I'm the one who took the apple.
Let's see where they're going.
I don't think it's that serious. You taking an apple, son. Follow the girl. She's just said her
Hurry
name's
up.
Elise. Why are we calling her the girl? We say follow Elise?
Hurry, something's happened.
They're assuming that people aren't listening.
Unfortunate affair does not darken your opinion of our nation.
Monsieur, if we judged nations by
Look,
the
look how many-
character of their prince,
Father?
we should all be called.
Checking his
Come
watch.
here, girl.
Now.
Father?
Look how many NPCs are in this room. This is just a small lot. You can get in some areas and that's just covered in NPCs and they all look great. But that's where the frame rate takes a hit. If you've got the AI. Oh shit.
Come away, boy.
So you just found your dad dead?
Arno. Arno. Look at me.
And the watch just stopped because you dropped it right on the time when he said he'd be back. Or before the time he said he'd be back. I'm not sure how relevant that is yet. Seems relevant to me. Anyway, that obviously inspires him to be an assassin. But not quite yet.
Can't win fairly at cards, so you stoop to thieving, you bastard!
Calm down, Victor. I've only come for my watch.
It's my watch. I want it fairly.
Well, in a just world, Victor, I would agree with you, but this is not a just world. This is France.
You're a dead man.
Oh, step lightly there. You'll hurt yourself.
That's mine.
Just had a nice chat with your brother. You go. Fetch the marshals. Hold on a minute.
Shit, yeah, I want to watch. So you got to chase him now. What I think's weird about this game is that it wants you to jump through windows and show you how to do it and over tables and shit, but what would you? What would you? You could just run around it. Okay, so what I do think's weird about this game is you're in France, but there isn't a single French person, not even a French accent, which is not only because it's in France is it weird enough, but Ubisoft, they're a French company, so you'd think they'd want to be a little bit more authentic than that. It just makes, like why choose France if you're not going to at least have some French people in it?
Thick-headed blacksmith like you probably can't even read or watch. Come over here and say that! No.
No, gotta go.
Get back here!
I know it tells you about the alert system. As long as you can get out of the sight of any guards, and you can get your notoriety down. However, the snipers in this game, there's no difficulty level. The snipers in this game are incredibly serious. They want to fuck you up, and they ain't fucking about. See, I didn't mean to do that. He just decided he wanted to go that way. Yeah, he got away. Don't get tackled. New objective, go to Delasere Estate. I'm anywhere near the Delasere Estate. Where's my map? There it is. Okay, so I have to go to there. Which is that way. Do you think there's anything down there? You can go inside the buildings. Not every single building. What the hell are these two doing on the couch? But most of the buildings. And there's not a hell of a lot of reason to do that except for to go in for missions. Some of them have collectibles in. But it's pretty much a case of just like eagle vision in the area or opening a chest. So it kind of seems like an underutilized thing, but it's still really nice. It still looks great, and it still makes the world feel a little bit more next gen.
And where in God's name have you been?
Ha! Got you now, you little shit!
Shut up.
Just a little misunderstanding, nothing to...
Your master's harboring a common criminal. In broad daylight, he broke into my home and stole my watch.
Did he indeed? Well, I'm sure the Marshalsea would be more than willing to sort this out.
Sort what out, Olivier?
A most serious accusation against your ward, sir.
He robbed me.
Of what, precisely? Wait for me in my library.
Yeah, bitch.
Don't give me that look. Victor
My
cheats
Elise.
when he plays Pharaoh. Everyone knows it.
Arno? Who are you talking to?
No one, monsieur.
You'll be happy to learn I persuaded Olivier to leave off calling the Marshalsea. Again.
Je vous remercie, monsieur.
What is this? The 6th time? The 7th? Perhaps a new hobby might be better for your health.
Well, I find playing cards affords many opportunities for fresh air and exercise.
We'll talk about this later. I have business in town and must collect Elise before I can attend to it.
Elise is here.
Only for the night. She returns to Paris first thing tomorrow.
She'll need an escort. Won't she, with you so preoccupied?
One of you running amok is quite enough. Remain here and see if Olivier has any chores for you.
Sure he does.
What was that?
Give my regards to Elise.
Yeah, that's Arno. That's who you play as. He's a really likable character, actually. He's a cheeky chappy, but more than capable. He seems a bit lighter than the other ones, so the parkour is increased. You can parkour up and down, which I'm sure we'll get a chance to show you that in a minute. But the animations, like you can jump, like instead of him clipping onto something, he'll actually like throw his hand out, or if he's falling somewhere, he might reach out to grab something, and it does make a difference. It really is nice to see when you do it. It feels good. Anyway, I with these challenges, pass under or over objects. If I'd have followed the tutorial, I'd have got the bonus challenge for that. But that's what, with the memories, or the main missions even, you do get side challenges, and they're pretty good to do. I've been doing a few of those. But you know, you can rate the memory same as you could in previous ones. That one was okay, so I'm just going to rate 3 stars. Okay, so let's continue. And as that cutscene was dictating, nothing but pure thick British accents. I don't give a fuck if you slip the Monsieur and au revoir and merci in there. Thick British accents don't account for the fact that you're in France and there's no French people. But, like, see, instances like this where it's glimmering, the AA probably would definitely help. It definitely would. But it's not enough for me to want to take that 30 frames per second hit. You know, on a 980 as well. So, there you go. But just look at the detail in this game. Fucking stunning. But alright, let's follow our main mission marker. We've got to go downstairs. There's a chest here. Let's interact with that. Now, I do have an issue with these chests, right? That one was fine. That's a collectible, right? And you think, yeah, that inspires me to go and have a look at them. Well, there are some that you can't do. Some that you can't get to chests because they're locked, which is fine. You have to acquire a lockpicking skill, and then you upgrade that skill to get better to pick locks. That's good. That's an incentive to do it. But there are others where you have to have initiates, which you can get, or you need to have a companion app. Now, if you don't have a smartphone, or you just don't want to fucking use it, then you can't complete your game. There's things in your game that you just cannot do, which is bullshit. I don't know who it appeals to. I don't know who's thinking, yeah, they've included the companion app, yeah! If there is people, please tell me in the comments. I want to hear from you. I want to ask you what it is you're getting out of it, because I don't understand it. But, yeah. So there is lots of these chests. I'm not sure if we can bring up the map and then show you the legend. Actually, we can. Yeah. So let's look at these chests. Yeah. If you have a look at the collectibles column there, you've got chests, locked chests, nomad chests, and initiate chests. And there's a green profits chests. The green ones you can use. The initiates one you can use. The nomad ones you can't. And there's a fair few of them. And they're usually in some pretty good spots, and they hold some pretty good rewards. And even when it comes down to unlocking some of the outfits, you can actually unlock outfits in this game, like the Altair outfit, the Ezio outfit, the Kenway outfit, and like even some rare ones, but they're restricted by this app. Now, if you want to add additional stuff into the app for people that want to use that, fuck knows who it is, then fair enough. But don't take away stuff from the game that's fucking cool. For crying out loud. It's bullshit. Sorry, I don't agree with that. But okay, let's move on with the next.
Thrown out onto the street, yes?
Oh, you would love that, wouldn't you?
It'd break my heart.
Olivier, if I weren't here, who'd do all your work for you?
The horses need brushing, boy. Get to it.
Certainement, monsieur.
Okay. Check out the horse's ass, man.
Sire de la Serre, wait! Nom de Dieu, nom de Dieu.
Some trouble, mon ami?
A letter for Sire de la Serre. It's very important.
Oh, calm yourself, Perrault. That letter won't reach Monsieur de la Serre any faster if you drop dead of exhaustion. Give it here. I'll catch you.
You must receive it today. It's very...
Very important. Yes, I heard you the first time. I'll see that he gets it.
Wait for me!
Stop!
Hold right trigger while running.
look, lad.
Yes, there we go.
You'll have to go around. Make way!
I want to have to go around.
What was that?
Some kind of acrobat, I'll just go over the
Damn it,
building.
slow down!
Yeah, now you can run round. You don't have to go up like I did, but if that thing gets out of sight, then this mission failed. And
Apparently, walnut is a popular finish this season.
Who is driving this coach? Pelops?
The cool thing about this game, which unfortunately you have to wait for a couple of hours into it, you can customize your character completely in appearance. Yeah, you can buy like different items, like different shirts, different waistcoats, different trousers, different shoes, different cuffs, different hands, different jackets, different hoods, and you can color code them all to your own liking. You have to unlock the colors and the actual individual items, but hey, that's part of the game. But the fact that you can do it is fucking sick. It really is. It adds something to this game that was missing, I think. I'm gonna jump to this wire. It says follow, but I think I've just got to drop down here. Monkeying around! It says drop, but I can't drop there for some reason. Drop here.
Please excuse. On carriage. What I need is a bird's eye view.
And then for some reason, they assume that you can see it from up there. But this teaches you about synchronizing, which we all know from previous Assassin's Creed, but it's fucking fun. It's the first thing what most of us do. It's the first thing I do. Find the highest point, synchronize, find collectibles, rinse and repeat. It's Assassin's Creed. Just because it's become the Call of Duty of the third-person action adventure does not mean it's a bad game. No, this game is not perfect. Far from it. There are issues, there are bugs, but it's still good. It's not like it's a shit game. It looks fantastic. The city is really, really good and immersive. The missions are good, the way that you can approach them. You do have multiple approaches to each mission, which is really cool. The customization is really good, and I think it's definitely worth checking out. It's not the best Assassin's Creed. I would have to give that honour to either Assassin's Creed 2 or Black Flag, maybe. I really enjoyed Black Flag, but it's still well worth checking out for any Assassin's Creed fan. All the good stuff is still there, and the new stuff's great. They are missing one or two things that they could have included, but it's still definitely worth checking out if you're an Assassin's Creed fan. Anyway, let's play a bit more of it. So that's where he went to.
There you are.
I don't know how he managed to slip out of our sight, seeing as we're keeping track of him, but there you go. And of course, the leap of faith is still here. Just as great as before. Oh dear, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. Okay, so where's that put us? Let's put us on the city. So I was above there, and I've got to get into there. Okay, so Eagle Vision, yes. Press Y to use Eagle Vision to locate the guards around you. I'll do that in this 1 second. So I jumped off there, and this is where I died. So this is where I would be. I've got to get into there, right? So if you use Eagle Vision, it highlights the guards in blue. There are other enemies that it highlights in red, and usually a target or a mission objective will be in yellow. So find the lower gallery. I've got to find a way to get in there, right?
Don't push
So what I'm
me.
going to do is go
I
through
love
the
your
crowd.
hat. Stay away on it.
And you're only going to go so far. You got to find a way into that building. Now, you can go this way, and you can try that all over again, but it's not going to work. But it might do. You have multiple approaches on how to do the missions nowadays, but the way that I do it is this way. Get down, for crying out loud. So, up to the top of this building. Now there are guards up here that will look for you, but if you're quick enough, they won't find you. Where's that guy? Now I can kill him, but I don't have an reason to kill him actually. Gotta find some way of getting in. Now there's an open window there. That's gonna be our way in. So let's do that. Stop right where? I don't fucking think so, mate. And something was jingle jangling. Which usually means treasure. But I think it's jingle jangling from a different level. I've got to find the lower gallery. How am I going to get into the lower gallery? Use eagle vision. Yeah, yellow. That's usually your objective, so I've got to go through that. Okay, so we found the lower gallery. Now we've got to find De La Serre. Okay, so where is he? Oh, there's a guard behind this door, but I don't think you can get through this door. You can't. There's only one way that you can go, and it's this way. When you see these chests on your minimap, they can be at any level. They could be above you or below you. This game does have quite a bit of verticality, and then it's like the word of the month. But it does have that. You've definitely got underground to all of the areas.
Where the devil are they?
Look at all these NPCs for crying out loud.
On a été la cause. L'augmentation des impôts en a été la suite nécessaire.
Finally.
Et a rendu plus sensible
There he is.
une
Not
égale
these two again.
répartition.
Must have tailed me from the estate.
Une inquiétude
How the
générale.
fuck did they get through security?
Désir.
What does it say? Go backstage. How the fuck did I get backstage?
Finirait par égarer totalement
There.
les opinions.
Move up my way. Move up my way. Move up my way.
Par une
Oh, look
réunion
at
sage et modérée. C'est dans cette confiance, messieurs, que je vous ai rassemblés et je vois avec
So, who or what will take its place? Another king? A council of capable men?
That is the question, isn't it?
A truce, then.
What the devil was that about? Now, we can resolve this without recourse to violence, can't we?
Get him, you go!
Very, very cupboard.
I suppose not.
Okay, this is another little fight tutorial. But we already know how to do that, so I'm gonna boss this guy up. Basically, it's a parry one. So you see his health bar above him, it's gonna go yellow when you parry.
Easy, big fella.
Batman-esque. And you've got your dodge as well, your dodge roll. So you have to balance between attack, roll, and parry. Or counter, whatever you want to call it. And it's fun. I actually really like the combat in this game. It can be glitchy. The game does have bugs. But I do like it.
Ready for a beating?
So, facing the wrong way.
Let's see you run away this time.
You can lock
Not
onto
your
it.
day, is it,
that.
Victor?
To your health, gentlemen.
You boy!
So, what are you doing there? Running.
I just like how cheeky this guy is. I think he's a good character. Guards. Guards in blue are the police. If you attack or kill anyone in their line of sight, they will attack you.
He's getting away.
Okay, what about if I don't do that? Okay, no, the more that I attack them, the more that will come. So we're just going to escape. It says escape the area. I'm not sure if the weather is dynamic or whether it comes on in certain missions, but the rain looks really good. Now look, can you see my contextual menu on the top right? It's got free run up and free run down. Let's try some of this free run down.
You're getting
Drop,
back in
drop.
there now. Catch them back at home, I suppose.
There you go. So I escaped that area, and I completed both of the challenges. Attacks parried and attacks dodged. Not exactly tricky. All I had to do was really run around in a square. But still, that was that one complete. Let's rate that one. That one was just average as well. Give them as much feedback, even though I'm not actually online, so who cares? Alright, so, continue. What do I have to do now? Free running, and then it gives you a quick overview of the free running, which is pretty much the same as all Assassin's Creed, and I've already been over that, so just gloss over it. It's pretty much right trigger you need to hold, and then you can press one button to go up, which is A or green, and then one button to go down, which is blue, B or red. Very nice.
Il n'a plus toute sa tête.
Okay, so you are free to go about the city and complete objectives as much as you want. A couple of recommendations what I think you should do is stick to the main missions for the first couple of hours of the game, because you do unlock like your customization for your character, which is a nice thing to have. Also there is, because this is pretty much the tutorial area, so just get past this bit. There is like your whorehouses from the last one, so there's something like that, and that's definitely worth unlocking, because it pretty much shows you all like your collectibles and everything. After that, free to do it as whatever order you'd like. So, where shall we head? Show you a bit more of this, shall we? Blue head. It wants us to head towards the high society, so let's do that. Is there anything else I can show you while I'm here? Yes, there's this, which is pretty much like the feathers from previous games. But one thing that I thought was really cool, which I'm about to show you, was that you will always remember where you found one. Like, look, this is what they look like. They're pretty much the same. Do the same thing as the feathers, but they're like these ribbon things. But once you've collected it, it leaves this nice, like, holographic silhouette. Meaning that if you come back here trying to find another one, even though it disappears off your map and that, it means that you know you've already looked in this spot. I thought that was a nice feature that they added, because I remember searching for them in Assassin's Creed 2 that I got the platinum medal for on the PlayStation 3 years ago. One of the only ones that I did. I think I got like 6 platinums, and that was one of them. And I got like all of the feathers, but it took me days finding where they all were, because you'd go over and look at places that you'd already found them. You didn't know. So the fact that they've left that little hologram knowing that you've been there before definitely is a nice feature. For me, anyway. Everybody else might think, the fuck are you talking about? But I just liked it. So let's head towards that, which is over there. Now, you don't have to mark the missions with your marker. They do usually highlight themselves. They usually assume that you're going to head towards the main mission, but you don't have to, and it definitely just highlights it a little bit better if you want to. This game is just fucking stunning. I definitely like this this city, this setting. When I saw Assassin's Creed Unity, and before I knew anything about it, I was like, fuck, another Assassin's Creed. Don't need to keep bringing these things out every year. When I saw it was Paris, I was like, yeah, I kind of want to run around Paris, you know. And I think that's what it is about Assassin's Creed. First of all, they're like, would it be cool to run around that city or that place in the world? Yeah. Then, like, what twist are they going to put on it? And they always do put something new. Oh, there's another one of them things I found accidentally. And yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And you know what? I've never been disappointed with an Assassin's Creed game. Yes, they are same old hat, and they can get repetitive, but the story's normally decent. The voice acting and dialogue is normally decent. Normally better than the story, so I just really like it. And I like the gameplay as well. I like open world, third person action adventures. And I like platforms. And if you do like any of those things, no reason why you should be an Assassin's Creed fan. So you don't need to like go all the way to the edge of something. You can like jump from halfway. Look, what? I'm gonna try and I'm gonna aim for that rope, but I'm gonna try and miss it. I'll show you what happens. The control can be goofy at times. So yeah, because there's that many things for him to latch onto. Okay, I did actually miss it that time. There's that many things for him to latch onto, he sometimes gets confused on what he should be doing, but it always looks really good. Because there are that many things to latch onto. Still. Note a bit of wordful. Don't mind me. Yeah, look, loads of people around the streets. Definitely the world is more populated. And this is one of the less populated areas. You get into some of the squares and that, there's hundreds of people. And it's a nice sunny day. There are some days where there's like fog everywhere, and it's just really does look good sometimes. There's another mission here. It says the difficulty is 1 star, so we can have a look at that.
Bonsoir, Olivier. Has Monsieur de la Serre returned?
Senor de la Serre is not expected until late.
Ah, well. I suppose I'll just pass the time with Elise, then.
Don't get your hopes up just yet. Mademoiselle is at a private soiree, in her honor, at the palace.
A party? I wasn't invited.
Neither were the horses.
I'm sure she just misplaced my invitation. I'll find my own way in. How late is late?
Perhaps an hour, perhaps 3, perhaps not at all. I do not question the comings and goings of my betters.
wait here then.
Okay, go to Delaser's office. Yeah, so on the whole, it's definitely impressive visually, even though it's not what I'd call optimized, especially with the AA. It's still very impressive. The level of detail, it goes far beyond not only any other Assassin's Creed game, but probably far above and beyond anything else that I've seen. But what the
Elise
fuck
never
is that?
enjoyed these high society balls. She'll be home soon.
Never even noticed that before. And there's that chest. This is where I was before, but yeah, the level of detail is so fucking fantastic. Now the movement is slightly clunky, especially when it comes to the running. I think that the running feels kind of slow, and the combat has more of a weight to it, and I prefer it. Not only can you be taking on more than one person at once, which was always like a little bit of a comedy bit.
I could
for
just slip it under the door. He'd see it the instant he
Assassin's
returned.
Creed. Yeah, it's telling me that I've got to interact with that. I'll do that in a second. Or I could leave it here.
Le traité du monde et de la lumière de Descartes. Never could get through that one.
Yeah, but the combat does have a weight to it, and you can like customize your character with different colors, different outfits, different items of clothing, and different weapons. Like I'm playing the game at the moment from my save game with a Morning Star, which isn't a sword at all. It's a big long club with a ball and a spike on the end of it, and it's, believe it or not, it's a non-lethal weapon. I'm going to do a video that shows the graphics, and I'll probably show you what I mean with that when I get to that video. But yeah, the customization is great. The graphics are great. The control is a little bit sketchy. The characters are good. The voice acting and the production values are really good. Story, I haven't played enough of it to tell you about that, but initially I'm going to say that if you're an Assassin's Creed fan, there's no reason why you shouldn't already own this game. My first impressions are good. So with that, I am going to say that is the end to this Darkest Hour and this first impressions.
Safe and sound.
I'm going to continue to play this game.
Slightly delayed.
Like
now,
every other Assassin's
to the
Creed.
palace.
And complete every
I
single
couldn't
little
sneak through a
segment
sewer
of
in
it.
these threads, much less a ball.
And once I've done that, I'll bring you a full review.
Here, mon
But
ami.
until then,
Let me take care of that.
my name is Prime Scribe. You're
Thank
watching
you,
the
young
Darkest
man.
Hour for Assassin's Creed Unity. I'll see you soon.